Good morning to all my dear students. I am Neelam Miss from Mehdi English School, your social science teacher, and today we are going to continue with our chapter number 13, Manufacturing Industry. Before starting our lesson, I welcome you all with a good thought. Education is the process in which we discovered that learning adds quality to our lives. Learning must be experience. It means that learning adds qualities in our life. So we must learn and we must experience the learning. We have completed a textual introduction and we have completed classifications of industry. Classifications of industries can be divided into two categories, that is agro-based industry and mineral-based industry. Last we have completed agro-based industry. This is the picture of agro-based industry. This is the another picture of agro-based industry. This is the picture of mineral-based industry. This is the another picture of mineral-based industry. In agro-based industry, and we have also learned about small-scale and large-scale industries. The industries are divided on the basis of human labor, and it can be divided into small-scale and large-scale industry. Large-scale industry means where the number of employed persons are more is called large-scale industry, and small-scale industry means where the number of employed persons are less is known as small-scale industries. So today we will continue from here. Beside this, industries can be classified as private, public, collaborative and cooperative groups. It means we can classify the industries. There should be a private industry, it means PVT. There should be a public industry, it means LTD, it means limited, and collaborative and cooperative, it means a mixed industry. It means we are doing in the partnership. It means PVT and LTD, they are working together. This topic we will learn in detail in lesson number 15. So the industries can be classified in many ways. On the basis of sources of raw material, the industries can be classified into agro-based industries and mineral-based industries. Now, our main topic is that industries can be classified on the basis of their raw material. That the industries can be classified into two categories, that is agro-based industry and mineral-based industry. You all are knowing what is agro-based industry. Agro-based industry, it means that where the raw material is coming from agriculture department is known as agro-based industry, and mineral-based industry, it means that a raw mineral is used in the industry is known as mineral-based industry. This we are going to learn in detail. First we will learn about agro-based industry. Cotton textile, jute, silk, woolen textile, sugar, paper, etc. are the industries based on the raw material obtained from the activity based on agriculture. Now the question is coming in your mind, what is agro-based industry? Agro-based industry, it means that the industry which are getting raw material, which are obtaining raw material from the agriculture is known as agro-based industry. So the cotton textile industry, jute, silk, woolen textile, sugar and paper, this all are agro-based industry. Why? Because to run this industry, to manufacture production in this industry, the raw material is obtained from agriculture. So these all industries are known as agro-based industries. And the first we will learn about agro-based industries. Number one industry is cotton textile industry. Cotton textile industry is known as agro-based industry because it getting raw material from agriculture. You can see that this is the picture of cotton textile industry. We can also say cotton textile mill. This is the another picture of cotton textile industry. You can see that how the cotton clothes are made here. You can see that. This is the third picture of cotton textile industry. You can see the cotton is there here. Now we will learn in detail cotton textile industry. Garment industry has an important place in the industrial economy of India. Garment industry, it means cloth. Cloth industries have an important place in the industrial economy of India. It means that maximum of our economy, maximum of our money in India is coming from garment industries. So garment industry hold the important position in India. This industry provides employment to about 3.5 crore people in India. It means that in India, garment industry, it means the cotton textile industry provides employment, work to almost 3.5 crore people in India. So you can understand how much this cotton textile industry is important for us, because 3.5 crore people are getting employment from this industry. Textile industry is the industry which provides maximum employment in the country. It means that all the textile industry, not only the cotton, if we will talk about jute, if we will talk about silk, if we will talk about cotton, almost this all industries provide maximum number of employment to the people of India. So for us, the textile industry where the garments are made, these industries are very important in India. India holds second rank after China in the export of cotton textile. It means China is on the first rank in cotton textile industry and India is on the second rank in the cotton textile industry. It means number of cotton textile industries are more in China and we are at the second rank. It is the main industries from the production and the employment point of view. Cotton textile industry plays a most important role in India because not only in the form of production and also in the form of employment, because almost 3.5 crore people are getting their employment from cotton textile industry, and even we are at the second rank in the production of cotton textile industry. First cotton mill was established in Mumbai. It means where the first cotton mill have been started in India. In India, the first cotton mill was established in Mumbai. Then after Shahapur mills, calico mills were established in the Ahmedabad in Gujarat. Then after the Shahapur mills, this is the name of industry. Shahapur mills and calico mills were started in Ahmedabad in Gujarat. It means first cotton textile industry was started in Mumbai and then second textile industry was started in Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and which two industries were started in Ahmedabad? Shahapur and calico. In the initial years, it means in the starting years, the cotton textile mills were established in Mumbai and in Ahmedabad. It means during the starting of the cotton textile industry, the first initial stage, in the beginning, the industries was started in only the in only in Mumbai and in Ahmedabad. These mills were established due to the cheap cotton, availability of labor, transportation facilities, ports for the exports and a favorable markets. Now the question is coming in your mind. Almost from all the states of India, why the cotton textile industry was started in Gujarat and in Mumbai only? So, because in Gujarat and in Mumbai, the mills were established because the reason cheap cotton were available, it means less, we can say that less expensive cotton is available, number of employed person were easily available, transport facility was very easily available in Mumbai and in Gujarat, and ports for the export of a cotton, it was also available, and the favorable markets. So because of this all reasons, the cotton textile industries was first started in Gujarat and in Maharashtra, it means in Mumbai. Today, cotton textile mills are located in about 100 cities of the country. It means now almost 100 cities in India are having the cotton textiles mills, it means industries. Main traditional and the important center at present are Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore and Ujjain. It means the main important centers of cotton textile industry and the most traditional, it means ancient times industries it is present in Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Bhiwandi, Solapur, Kolhapur, Nagpur, Indore and in Ujjain. There are more mills in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, hence it is also called Cottonopolis of India. Because Mumbai, it is in Maharashtra state, there are number of cotton textile industries are there. And because of the more mills of cotton textile industries, Mumbai is known as Cottonopolis of India. The name has been given because there are more number of mills are there in Mumbai in the state Maharashtra. So it is known as Cottonopolis of India. The industry is also established at Pune, Kolhapur, Aurangabad, Jalgaon cities, etc. It means in Mumbai there has been another industries were also established in Pune, Kolhapur, Aurangabad and Jalgaon cities of Maharashtra. In Gujarat, Ahmedabad is called as a Manchester of East or the denim city of India, because the number of more cotton textile industries are there in Ahmedabad. So Ahmedabad is known as Manchester of the East and also known as a denim city of India, because Ahmedabad is having more cotton mills. Mumbai is known as Cottonopolis of India, Ahmedabad is known as Manchester of East and denim city of India. Why? Because here the garment industries are more, cotton textile industries are more. Beside the city like Vadodara, Kalol, Bharuch, Surat, Porbandar, Bhavnagar, Rajkot, etc. are also included in Gujarat. Like in Maharashtra state, which cities are having cotton textile industry? Pune, Kolhapur, Aurangabad and Jalgaon, etc. are the cities having the cotton textile industries in Maharashtra state. In Gujarat state, which city are having the cotton textile mills in Gujarat? Vadodara, Kalol, Bharuch, Surat, Porbandar, Bhavnagar, Rajkot, etc. are the district is having the cotton textile industry in Gujarat state. Coimbatore is the main center of Tamil Nadu. Coimbatore, it is a district in Tamil Nadu and it is the main center in the south for cotton textile industry. Chennai and Madurai cities are also included. It means in Tamil Nadu state, not only the Coimbatore but Chennai and Madurai are also the main cities in south in cotton textile industries. The main centers in Uttar Pradesh are Kanpur, Etawah, Agra and Lucknow. It means that in North India, it means in the center of India, Uttar Pradesh, in the state Uttar Pradesh, the city like Kanpur, Etawah, Agra and Lucknow are the main centers of cotton textiles industries. Indore, Gwalior, Ujjain and Devas are the main center. This industries, it is in Madhya Pradesh state. It means in Madhya Pradesh state, which district is having cotton textile industry? So in Madhya Pradesh state, the district like Indore, Gwalior, Ujjain and Devas are the main center for the cotton textile industries. In West Bengal, in West Bengal, Kolkata, Howrah, Murshidabad are the major centers and the state. In the state West Bengal, the district or the city like Kolkata, Howrah and Murshidabad are the major center of cotton textile industries. Cotton textile industries was set up also in Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana. Extensive market centers, transportation, banks it means river banks and electricity have been contributed considerably in the decentralization of this industry. What is meant by the decentralization? The meaning of decentralization means the transfer of authority of central to local government. It means transportation become easy from one place to another place. Why the cotton textile industry was also set up in the place like Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. Even they are not having that facility of that cotton textile industry. But then also cotton textile industry was also set up in Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana because the good availability of market centers, good transportation facilities, even the river bank facility, proper electricity and have contributed the decentralization in this industry in the places like Rajasthan, Punjab and in Haryana also. Today, cotton textile industry is facing tough competition due to the factors like inadequate supply of a best varieties of cotton use of old machinery, irregular electricity supply, competition from the artificial fiber clothes in the market and keen competition in the global markets. It means that why? It means that the cotton textile industry is having the important position in India. Then also why this cotton textile industry is facing tough competition. It's facing tough competition because of some factors. Factors like inadequate supply of a best variety of cotton. It means that now the market is having tough competition. Everyone wants to give the best variety of cotton. So because of this reason, the competition has arisen. The another reason is the use of old machinery. You have learned in last lesson, in lesson number 10, that in India there are some people, they are still using the old machinery which could not be able to give the best quality of cotton. Even the irregular electricity problem in India. Because of this reason, the industries are facing a huge amount of less because not getting the proper electricity at a time. And the competition, now the people are doing adulteration. They are selling the duplicate fibers. It means artificial fiber. Fiber, it means the cloth. Artificial, we can say fiber, it means a cloth. We can say a garment also. The artificial fiber clothes are also available in the market, and because of the keen competition in a global market, you know that China is on the first rank and we are at the second rank. So the global competition is also very tough. So because of this reason, India is facing the tough competition because of this all factors. India exports cotton textile cloth to Russia, United Kingdom, United States of America, Sudan, Nepal, Australia, France and South African countries. It means that the cotton of our cotton textile industry, the cotton garments which is made in our cotton textile industry, we are exporting to the countries like the developed countries like Russia, United Kingdom, it means London, England, we can say United States of America, it means USA, Sudan, Nepal, Australia. To this all the countries we are exporting our cotton textile, our cotton clothes. And once again, this all are the developed country except Nepal. Nepal is not the developed country. Nepal is developing country. Now we will learn about jute textile industry. You can see this is the picture of jute textile industry where the jute material is made. It means jute production is going on. You can see this is the picture of jute textile industry. This is the another picture of jute textile industry. You can see this is the jute material. We can say jute fiber also. Jute is second ranked major industries of India. It means jute textile industry is at the second rank in the major industries of India. It means cotton is at the first rank in the industries of India and jute stand second in the major industry. It means number of more industries. Cotton are having more number of industries in India. So the cotton is coming on the first rank in India and second rank is coming of jute. Jute stands second in the number of major industries in India. India hold first place in the production of jute. India hold first place in the production of jute and goods made from the jute. It means that we are at the first rank in the production of jute. It means we are producing more jute compared to another country. So we are at the first place in the production of jute and we are also making goods from the jute. So in both the things we are at the first rank in the production and in the making of goods from the jute we are at the first place. India is at the second place after Bangladesh in the export of the jute. Now see, now here the talk is about the export. Now we are talking about export. So India is at the second place after Bangladesh. It means Bangladesh is at the first place, at the first rank in the export of the jute and India is at the second rank in the export of the jute. But India holds first place in the production of jute and the goods made from the jute. In these factors we are at the first and in the export we are at the second. First is Bangladesh. Out of the total jute production of the country, West Bengal produce about 80%. It means 80% of jute is produced in which state of India? it means West Bengal is a state. It produces 80% of jute of our whole country, India. Rest of the 10% is coming from Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh is about 10%, and other rest of 10% is produced by Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Assam, and in Tripura. It means almost 80% of production is coming from West Bengal, 10% is coming from Andhra Pradesh, and rest of the 10% is coming from Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Assam, and Tripura. So West Bengal is the important state in India for producing the maximum percentage of the jute. Much water is needed to purify the jute. In lesson number 10, we have learned about that jute required more water. So almost all the jute plants are grown near the river bank. So it means that it requires more water to purify the jute. It means to clean the jute, it requires more water. So most of the mills are located on the bank of Hooghly River in West Bengal. It means so almost all the jute mills is located in bank of river Hooghly. Bank of river Hooghly is located in West Bengal. So West Bengal is the only state in India is producing 80% of the jute production, and all these mills are located near the bank of river Hooghly. Why these mills are located near Hooghly? Because the industry required much water to purify the jute. So almost all the mills is located near the river bank of Hooghly River. Hooghly River is situated in West Bengal. This industry is concentrated in West Bengal due to the cheap labor force, river banks, and insurance coverage, port for the export facility, etc. Why all now in your board exams the question will come, why almost all the mills are located in West Bengal? The mills are located in West Bengal because in West Bengal cheap labor is available. Easily cheap labor will be available. It means employed labor will be available. They will take less money and do more work. Even banks, it means river water is also available, and the insurance, if any natural calamities or if because of any accidental, the industry will cover the insurance money also, and the port is also available. It means Bay of Bengal, the port is there, so you can easily do the import and export via waterways. So because of this all facilities, maximum number of jute mills are located in West Bengal. Today, the demand of jute has decreased because of other option in packing material for the goods. You all are knowing nowadays the peoples are using polythene bags. Other packing bags are available in the markets. And before many years ago, we can say in ancient times, people used to carry the goods in jute bags. The jute bags were available, but now the demand of jute has been decreased. Why? Because the peoples are using other packing materials instead of jute. Jute industry is facing such problems like more cost of production, decreasing demand of jute in international market. Nowadays, jute industries are facing such problems. Why? Because the cost of jute production is so high now. it's very expensive. The production of jute is very expensive. And the another thing is that there is day by day the importance of a jute is decreasing in the market. Why? Because the other packing options are available, other qualities of bags are available in the market. So the decreasing demand of jute in the international market. So because of this such problems, the jute industries are facing the problem. In next lecture we will continue with other agro-based industry. Today we have completed about cotton textile agro-based industry, jute textile cotton-based, jute textile agro-based industry. In next lecture we will continue with another agro-based industry. Till then, bye everyone. Thank you.